serves, but doesn't get half of what she deserves. She takes great care to serve her boys what every good mother should. So they call her Mother Trucker 'cause she's just so damn good. For 35 years she's led a hand to a tired trucker or a lonely man. And all the men come from miles around to share her world on the edge of town. She really enjoys taking care of her boys like every good mother should. And they call her Mother Trucker 'cause she's just so damn good. The legend started 'cause today she died. What made her special was the fact she tried. Now 700 truckers were actively served, trying to show the love which she deserved. 'Cause she really took care of the traveling boys like every good mother should. Now they worship Mother Trucker 'cause she's just so damn good.
For those who think young, I got this sad news. While having lunch, Billy walked in, told me goodbye. He wanted his ring back, for he told me there'd be no wedding this year. Billy broke my heart at Walgreens, and then I cried all the way to Sears. I hear my boss still laughing at me, but I don't blame him. Silly of me for asking of him, may I go home? Well, this could be the funniest heartbreak of the year. Billy broke my heart at Walgreens, and then I cried all the way to Sears. What made the pain more painful? I hurt each step of the way. Traffic light and fears, 20 blocks of tears getting in my way. I'd fall down, then I'd get up while slipping on my tears. Billy broke my heart at Walgreens, and then I cried all the way to Sears. I'd fall down, then I'd get up while slipping on my tears. Billy broke my heart at Walgreens, and then I cried all the way to Sears.
folks. So that last song was one I've been looking for a long time. I finally found it for $1. Actually did find it for $1. What a great song. Billy broke my heart at Walgreens and I cried all the way to Sears. It's just pure poetry. So that set started off with Betty Lee, When, on Cardinal Records from 1964. I thought that one kind of had like a really strong Patsy Cline feel to it. More of a ballad, country ballad sort of thing. But I enjoyed it. Then we had Bay Ireland, B-E-Y Ireland, with Hello Pillow on Newport Records from 1967. He was from South Florida, from what I could tell. He has a few other records that are listed as desirable garage rock, although I haven't listened to them. I'm not exactly sure. That one's definitely country, I'd say. Then we had Elmer Snodgrass and the Musical Pioneers on Decca with Sidelines. That one's from 1960. Kenny Holiday with Hitchhiker on Tad Records from the 70s. That was a pretty far out tune. Then we had Rick Newton with Mother Trucker on Fig Records? It's spelled F-Y-G-G-E. So I don't really know. But that song, it just has a very interesting sound. It was kind of like a country rock. I can't really describe it. I mean, you just heard it, but it's very interesting. And I just thought it had a really interesting groove, so I went ahead and played it. I don't know if it would normally fit in the Dollar Country canon, but yeah, it just kind of stood out enough to me. The other song is very similar in that it's about trucking, and it has like kind of a similar feel, except it's about a lady of the night that a lot of truckers know. So I didn't play that side. That last one was Ruby Wright with Billy Broke My Heart at Walgreens and I Cried All the Way to Sears on Recording Industry Corp. from 1964. Ruby Wright was the daughter of Kitty Wells and Johnny Wright. You may have heard of them. They're awesome. So I mentioned it on the last show, but I'm mentioning it again. Next week I'm going to be out on a dig trip. So I'm going to be in the Midwest-ish region, mostly around Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas. I kind of have all my stuff booked up, but if you are in the area around there and want to hit me up to see if I want to hang out or grab a beer, or if I have time, or if you have records especially, or know some spots I might not know of, I'm more than happy to hear from you about that kind of thing. Just drop me a line at host@dollarcountry.org. But yeah, should be a fun trip. That being said, the next 2 episodes I'm recording ahead of time, so I've been doing those the last couple of days. Kind of crunch time for that, but I think they'll be great episodes. You won't even know I'm gone. So this next one I have is Bob Turner with Local Weekly News on Rimrock Records. Start off this third set for you.
About the things I'd done. It didn't even bother me when the folks at the service station gave their view. But boy, it really shook me up when I read it in the local weekly news. time I'd spent in a place I've never been with a certain lady friend in the city last weekend. Well, I didn't realize I'd been having so much fun till my wife heard the news at the beauty shop about the things I'd done. It didn't even bother me when the folks at the service station gave their view. But boy, it really shook me up when I read it in the local weekly news. Yeah, boy, it really shook me up when I read it in the local weekly news.
When you kissed me, darling, it made the teardrops start. To think how mean that I have been to you. When you kissed me, darling, it made me feel so blue. To think that I had treated you like no one else would do. I am sorry for the way that I've done. Please take me back again. You are the only one. When you kissed me, darling, it made the teardrops start. To think how I missed you, my sweetheart. When you kissed me, darling, it made the teardrops start. To think how mean that I have been to you. When you kissed me, darling, it made me feel so blue. To think that I had treated you like no one else would do. I am sorry for the way that I've done. Please take me back again. You are the only one. When you kissed me, darling, it made the teardrops start. To think how I missed you, my sweetheart.